welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart, he elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue.
Henry hit, the ball comes free. The
to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to number 4, James Cook. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this drive alive.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run the draw with Cook. Whoa! And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Allen going to get it out quickly to Coleman. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Rajante Wester deep for Baltimore. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. Jackson going to keep it himself. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Jackson from the gun on third down. Pass caught left side by Likely. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Off the play fake, Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
They'll send Flowers in motion. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down. After a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. First down, Baltimore.
They motion the slot man left. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Jackson now on second down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he'll be taken down. That is a good return. They'll set up shop at the 30-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid.
Complete to number 86, Dalton Kincaid. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Second and 10. Allen working from the pistol. That's to Kincaid once again. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. To Cook. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That's on the veteran, Deion Dawkins. In motion, Shakir. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Shakir, and that's complete.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. 2-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He's got it! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Each quarterback picked off in that turnover-filled 1st quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway.
The pass on 1st down. Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Justice Hill to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. Now Jackson on the move. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Bills offense and Keon Coleman set to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And the strength on display rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of it.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills move out on top. 14-0. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
We'll go again here with Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 12.
As you can probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
To the air on third down, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Matt Milano there to stop it.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Third and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. good for a Bills first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Allen's going to make the read and hold on here. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bills stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Gonna go right back to Henry. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On third down, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds. It would be a first down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. That one on the former Washington Husky, Roger Rosengart. Third and long to Jackson. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens are back in this one. It's 17-7. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 2nd down, Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. To the air one more time with Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. The clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson up top again. Left side, caught by Andrews. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Ravens.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Again, it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Ravens are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Again, right up the middle to Henry. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Matt Milano there to stop him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Oh! And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Ravens.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. Pistol give to Henry. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out. Contrington to return it. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. Not much there, maybe a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, throw here for Allen. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Slant into the hands of Shakir. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
He was covered by
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He's got his man, and that's Kincaid. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
Bills. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Allen now on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
The second down throw is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Allen on third down. Throw on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will extend their third quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here comes Hill on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll send Flowers in motion. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Johnson brought him down. A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Baltimore.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Second down, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Run with Cook. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there. And a gain of 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. From the gun, it's Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Third down, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews.
Complete to Mark Andrews. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 10. Now, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew.
Jackson's pass.
Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And the Raven first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Throwing Jackson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd and long for Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bills offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 29.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Once again, it's Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here is Allen.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Josh Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
4-yard attempt.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. 6 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
We'll try the zone read on first and 10. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
First and 10.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle by Trenton Simpson. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the Ravens' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
To the air on third down, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. They get the tackle out of Northern Iowa, Spencer Brown. Allen to throw on third and long. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
Brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it. So that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
Rolling right.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal.
A 20-yard
This
attempt.
about as short as you can get. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 9. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
So Hopkins is the man in motion. On first and 10, Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back.
That is going to be home in. He's got it. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
In motion goes Likely. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they're not able to get this back to a one-score game. The margin remains 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They come up for second and 2. Jackson now. There he goes again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Brought down back at the 27.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
The 6-yard line.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
First and goal, and it's Henry. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now, second and goal. Now, rush. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes third and goal. Throwing is Rush. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. The send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.